Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the NLBC News, the best weekly news source for technology and science-related stories brought to you over the interwebs by a slightly narcissistic British newscaster with way too much time on her hands. In this week's news, Mr. Wheel saves the world, one trash heap at a time, Bert and Ernie travelled to Amazon, vegan spider silk for plastics, and finally, night vision. We have many exciting stories for you today, so without further ado, let's get started with our first. In our first story today, it's time to trash talk. Mr. Trash Wheel removes trash from waters while looking simultaneously adorable as well. There are a few truths we all must accept about our planet. Neko girls will one day rule the world, the fact that children cursing will always be funny, and that taxes and trash will always exist. However, one Mr. Wheelie wants to take out the trash. Enter Mr. Trash Wheel, a giant garbage interceptor with two huge eyes and one big conveyor, located in Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Mr. Trash Wheel is the brainchild of John Kellett, who was dismayed when he saw a heap of trash floating in Baltimore's river. It is a local legend that he saw Megumin's body pillow floating there that fateful day. Mr. Trash Wheel is a simple garbage-eating machine. Powered by solar energy, Mr. Trash Wheel uses pulleys, conveyor belts, underwater rakes, and buoys to scoop, capture, and remove trash from the local waters. Oh my. All that trash is then funneled into a dumpster nearby and easily removed. If only we here at Live Dream had a Mr. Trash Wheel, then all the rubbish from Cyborg burgers, Tanuki leaves, and McThickum's Happy Meal boxes would be gone in a flash. Mr. Trash Wheel is very popular with all the locals. For all the lovers of the extra large type, he has an official profile on his official website. Very official. Mr. Trash Wheel enjoys pizza boxes, pythons, and all of the Star Wars series. Not a bad way to spend an evening. Not into male garbage interceptors? No problem. His cousins, Professor Trash Wheel, she/her, and Captain Trash Wheel, they/them, have you covered. I cannot help but imagine who will be the next cousin to be announced. Rubbish Ron? The Trasher Taker? Nekomata Trashia? Wait. Who wrote that? No. Okay, maybe not that one. Either way, with these trash wheels on the job, we are looking forwards to a less trashy world. Thank you, Mr. Trashy, for your hard work. And hopefully you'll be able to go on to join the Robotic Companion Hall of Fame along with the stars of our next story. From Sesame Street to Amazon. Amazon details new robots dubbed Bert and Ernie to be tested for implementation in warehouses across the company. Amazon is everywhere in the world in the 21st century and has become even more popular with the onset of the pandemic. No longer were customers allowed to go out and buy products in stores, as they had to resort to online shopping. With the introduction of Amazon Prime, back in the early days of the Amazon web store's creation, more and more people are turning to the Fortune 500 company for purchasing consumer products. From office lamps and ab crunchers to staplers shaped like frogs and box filled with 300 bottles of baby lotion, you can buy almost anything at Amazon. Why you would need that much baby lotion, I am not sure, but, what you do at your home is between you and your home. However, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and the people who work at the mega warehouses owned by Amazon work hard around the clock to get your packages at your door faster than you can order Uber on a Friday night. Running these warehouses, though, is quite a logistical challenge on the inside. And with increasing demand that requires increasing efficiency, workers are becoming asked to load more and more items onto pallets to move products or are required to move large, heavy objects. Because of this, workplace injury from heavy lifting has become a common injury for workers, and Ernie and Bert hope to help in these exact areas as Amazon announced a goal of reducing incident rates by 50% by 2025. So what are the jobs given to the new additions to the Amazon team? Ernie is tasked with removing items from a robotic shelf, as well as teaching sharing is caring, so employees don't have to. And while Ernie doesn't save any time, it does keep workers safe. And as we all know, safety first, kids. Bert, on the other hand, is an autonomous mobile robot, AMR, made to navigate facilities independently, like some silent, stalking cat waiting to pounce at any moment. Unlike Ernie, who is caged to the restricted section of the Hogwarts Amazon warehouse, Bert can roam free like free-range chickens harvested for their eggs. Except Bert doesn't lay eggs. Well, maybe robot eggs? Is this a thing? I don't think so. Okay, moving on. Bert would be able to help workers with specific tasks as well as carry objects. However, Bert does not get as many trips to the gym as compared to Ernie, so his gains, as Bruxia would say, are lacking. In the end, while these robots will not change the speed at which things are done around the warehouse, the fact that it increases workers' safety cannot be understated. After all, if a worker is injured and cannot work, that is a direct loss in productivity, so keeping workers safe is of high priority to Amazon. Moving forward, look out for the next additions to the Amazon team: Miss Piggy, who moves crates of bacon all day, and Oscar the trash lover, the next two stars of Sesame Street to have their insides stuffed with animatronics and hot kids' play places. Amazon warehouses. Hopefully no one heard that, and if you did, then forget it ever happened. Or I might have to hunt you down. And let's move on to our third story of the day. Scientists create vegan spider silk to replace plastic in many single-use plastics. Move over, Impossible Burger. Impossible plastics are the new thing. Name pending. Researched and created at the University of Cambridge, this vegan spider silk is expected to be able to replace many single-use plastics in households and help reduce plastic waste across the world. What is vegan spider silk exactly? Well, imaginary viewer, I'm glad you asked. Spider silk is one of the strongest materials found in nature, and pound for pound is stronger than steel and tougher than Kevlar, the material made to make bulletproof vests for police and military personnel. However, like the name, spider silk is created by, spiders. And getting this spider silk requires the destruction of spider webs as well as the control and use of spiders themselves to create the silk. The researchers at the University of Cambridge, however, have discovered a way to make a synthetic spider silk without the spider, which is where the material gets its nickname, vegan spider silk. To do this, the researchers took soy protein isolate, a byproduct of soybean oil production, and using a special solution in manufacturing process, created a water-insoluble film, the film being the part that can be used to create plastics. Some uses for this synthetic spider silk is laundry detergent packs, which hold laundry detergent inside of a dissolvable plastic shell, and then when exposed to water, the plastic shell disintegrates, releasing the cleaning liquid, but also producing millions of tiny microplastics too small for the eye to see. These are then flushed into water and then into water pipes to be transported to a water collection or filtration plant, or sometimes even dumped into rivers or oceans. In the end, the development of these types of materials is very important, as plastics are one of the major pollutants of the world, both on land and in bodies of water that cover the world. So, in the future, you could be eating your vegan burger while drinking through a vegan straw, wearing vegan clothes, and all the while typing on your iPhone wrapped in a vegan phone case. But please don't try to eat the straw. It's not edible. I'm sure vegans around the world will be very pleased with this. This is an important step for the lifestyle. Our last story for today, however, could turn into an even more important step for the human species than vegan spider silk. Peering into the void, scientists create new tech that could lead to everyday use of night vision for consumers. Seeing in the dark is something that Homo sapiens are terrible at. Our eyes possess no form of night vision, and seeing in detail in even low light environments is hard for most. Many of our animal companions are different, however, and many possess the ability to see in the dark, which give them a distinct advantage at night, whether they are hunting for food or trying to navigate the dance floor of a local nightclub. Night vision is not a new technology, however, and is used frequently by the police and military personnel to assist when conducting night missions. Night vision in its current form, though, is quite bulky and under frequent use can even cause neck pain from the heavy weight hanging from the top of the user's head. Researchers from the Australian National University, ANU, have however discovered that creating lightweight and effective night vision products might be coming soon. This first of its kind thin film is an ultra compact and extremely light material that could one day even work on standard glasses. Night vision helps the user see infrared light, which is normally invisible to the human eye. However, the researchers have created this extremely thin film consisting of crystals hundreds of times thinner than a human hair. This film is so light, cheap, and easily mass-produced that one day everyday people could walk out in the night and see the dark world illuminated to almost daylight levels of detail. While this revolutionary technology is very much in its infancy, one day you too may no longer have to worry about stepping on Legos in a dark room or being attacked by your cat while walking to the fridge in the dark with the help of your night vision glasses. What a day that will be. And with that, we have reached the end of your weekly scheduled broadcast of the NLBC News. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll be teaching you how to tie balloon animals for your children's birthday party, as well as going over the certification requirements for CPR on children. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day and stay safe. Cheers.